Hi everyone, happy 1st of October and welcome to this new video. It's all about me painting the first artwork for my October drawing challenge, which I'm participating in this year, and I'm doing Peachtober 21. The prompt list for this is provided by Very Little Peach on Instagram and YouTube. She's an artist like me, and yeah, go check out her work, she's amazing. So here we go, day 1, tulip. That was the prompt word for today, and this is what I came up with. First, I'm showing you my materials. I'm mainly using Acryla Gouache by Holbein on watercolor paper, some regular brushes, round and flat, and a bit of colored pencil on top. But I'll be listing my materials down below, so don't worry about that. I have to say, this is not a tutorial in any way. You can watch me paint and paint along, and maybe you will learn something along the way, which would be great. Let me know in the comments if this is any good. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the hang of Acryla Gouache, which is my goal number 1 for this month of October. And since we're on to goals now, I'm also letting you in on a second one. For me personally, that's probably the hardest, but who am I kidding? It's the hardest for everyone. That's why it's called a challenge, really. It's about showing up. It's consistency, that's the key word here. And the reason this is hard for me is not necessarily because I'm lazy. I can also be lazy, everyone can, but it's more about the amount of detail I tend to put into my artwork. That's not always necessary. I'm not saying this to glamorize my work or be like, oh, I work in such a detailed way. I'm just one of those artists that can't finish a painting in one day. Impossible. Is it? Is it really? That's what I'm trying to find out here, and I hope it's not. I really hope so. We're getting to my third goal now, which is simplifying shapes and composition, as well as working with a limited range of colors, a limited color palette. That always helps with the decision making. You don't have all the colors of the rainbow, you only have a few that you need to make work together, which is great. At this point, I would like to share with you what I learned today, which is vital, at least to me, and that is knowing that just because you start using a new medium you've never used before, you don't need to change your whole art making process, and it's not all different. Just because I used Acryla Gouache didn't mean I couldn't water down the paint first and lay down a first thin wash that looks like watercolor ink, let's be honest, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Acryla Gouache to look that way. And then you can layer on top with Acryla Gouache in thicker layers, which is a thing you can't do with watercolor. You will lift the pigment off the paper with the water and it'll smudge, and you can't do heaps of washes. And with this, you can just go on top and on top as many times as you want. Just in case you were curious about my assortment of colors, in this case, I didn't pick it myself. It's a set of 12 I got online, and it's a bit cheaper than buying individual Holbein Acryla Gouache tubes. Little tip for you right here. And it has this beautiful cover by Rebecca Green, who also chose these colors to go together. And sometimes, even though I am good at color theory, it's just nice to have someone else pick colors for you and not having to worry about that, and just making creative choices with the palette you got right there. It's nice for a change. So I got it, I treated myself to it, and now it's my Inktober palette. I can let you in on why I love these colors so much though, because I could talk about colors for hours on end. But don't worry, this video is only 6 minutes long. I just wanted to say that I like these because they're earthy tones mixed with more vibrant colors, but they're not too vibrant, not opera pink or neon green. They're all earth tones and natural tones. But some just really pop against the background of the ash yellow, ash green. Those are tones you wouldn't even have a name for in real life. You see them and they're a mix of brown and green and yellow, and you're like, what is this? But it's a necessary and also beautiful color, beautiful in itself. So I'm just learning to appreciate all the tones this earth has to offer. That sounds really weird, but maybe it's a nice sentence to close off this video. Okay, that's where I say goodbye for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the process behind my vampire self-portrait surrounded by tulips. Let's not forget the tulips. And see you next week. I'm gonna try and post once a week on YouTube. And on Instagram, I'm posting every day, of course. So head on over there if you want to see my daily drawings. I'm so grateful for any feedback, any kind of support. Thank you so much.